With the Dota 2 community being bought out by car manufacturers, I thought it'd be fun to delve into a hero known for his speed and sleek design, and see how he compares to the 2017 Mercedes-Benz E-Class sedan. I feel bad for Razor already. With a 3-litre V6 bi-turbo engine and a low price of $58,900 MSRP, it's hard to find a better deal than the Mercedes-Benz E400. What is there to explain? 9 out of 10 dermatologists agree that the Mercedes E400 is the car of the future. Razor, on the other hand, sucks. He sucks. He's boring, but let's try and make him suck a little less. If you're looking for a mid-level family sedan with a 5-star rating and at least 4 different gears, when to pick the E400 is every time. If you're looking for a market so consumed by memes that they'll practically sell your product for you, advertise to the Dota community. And if you're looking into picking an unrestrainable, frontlining anti-carry, pick Razor. I feel like if you walked into a car dealership asking for the most unstoppable vehicle, you'd get put on a list. But specifically for Razor, he beats single target and is beaten by untargeted spells. He beats physical attack damage, he's beaten by spell-based damage. Not spell like magic damage, just spell-based. And then you overlap the two, and like those 3D puzzle illusions, if you squint and look through it, you can see Oracle and PA, and is that Huskar? I mean, I can understand the first two, but Huskar? What? First, my boy Oracle's the hero Razor truly incapacitates. 4 single target spells, one with a 2-second cooldown. PA's 2 spammable spells, one that's even purged if it's followed by the other. And Huskar is sort of weird, but he's the best face to represent the self-buffers. The heroes that forget Unstable Current exist and run in with the Inner Vitalities or Wind Runs or Strafes up. They hit Razor with a Life Break, Shackle or Orchid and wonder why they're dying so fast, or why they're not even attacking at all, because Unstable Current purges. The best spells in the game are the ones that you completely forget about, like this one right here. Best spell in the game. Do you know what it does? I don't. Maybe I'll tell you in a video, perhaps 2 days from now? I like Razor. I like Razor a lot. Actually, no, I hate Razor, but in concept, he's interesting. He's different. He's that rare hero that has spells so important that you nearly skip his static magic damage nuke to make sure that you max them early. I like Razor as the big bad position 1, and I'd go a build like this, but a typical Razor mid would probably go something like this. Plasma Field has no cast time or backswing. It takes 1.1 seconds to expand and the same to retract. The max damage of 370 is dealt in 2 instances of 185? 1 while expanding, 1 while retracting, and a unit can be hit by both of these instances each once. The actual damaging part of Plasma Field is actually just an invisible ring 200 units in front of the particle, so on return it's 200 units behind, and this effectively gives Plasma Field a 900 damage range. It moves at 636 units a second, meaning that a hasted Razor can hit a target over 1,200 units away if they're running the same way. Your attack range is 2/3 of Field's magic damage range, so keep that in mind and walk backwards slightly if you really need max damage on a hero that you're 1v1ing. Static Link is Razor's ult. I mean, pretty much, right? I mean, what other spell is talked about more with him? Basically, he has a cast range of 600, breaks at 800, and steals 28 damage a second up to 8 seconds. The buff duration is 18 seconds, but that starts immediately on cast too, so after 8 seconds of stealing the damage, you only have 10 seconds to make use of it all. It's not blocked by BKB, and not broken by Euls or hiding the hero in any way, shape, or form. In fact, nothing breaks it other than distance or the unit dying. All up, it can steal 224 damage, and if you take Nigma's Refresher Razor 1 step further, Static Link stacks with itself so you can end up stealing 448 damage. More than a rapier with less of the cost. Although if you do this in game, don't tell anyone I suggested it, because I didn't. This is all theory, right? Unstable Current just passively gives up to 16% extra move speed. Cool, great. Any unit that casts a spell directly on Razor himself is purged, is rooted for a split second, and receives 130 damage, plus a 100 move speed and attack speed slow for 2 seconds. A PA, if she for some reason blink strikes and then daggers, instantly dispels the blink buff and takes 260 damage, even without you paying attention, even while you're AFK. Current also damages before the spell even hits, so a greedy 50 HP Lion can put Finger of Death on cooldown, die, and still not actually get it off to kill you. Even items proc this. Items like Orchid, like I mentioned with Clinks, and Euls. Eye of the Storm is a really stupid spell. It's stupidly designed. In fact, it's so bad right now that I'm calling in a week with Dueling Fates coming out, Eye of the Storm's range will at least be buffed to raise his actual attack range, so it goes up with Pyke or his talent. Another thing I'm calling they might add is Eye of the Storm only hitting the unit that's static linked if static link is on. If I'm right, people are going to be really, really suspicious. As it works, every half a second the lowest health unit in range is struck by 70 physical damage and loses 1 armor. It lasts for 30 seconds, and yes, I'm very aware that with Ags and Refresher it can hit buildings. In fact, with that in mind, it only ever targets important buildings, which makes it amazing when trying to push the Ancient, while all those filler buildings are still up. The building's literally just named Building. But, I mean, I don't know, is that what I am? Am I turning into that sort of content creator who just makes meme guides? I hope not. I mean, there's a big difference between meme guides and awful guides. So far, all of that's pretty run-of-the-mill information though, right? Something a respectable pro player might reasonably put into action in a $1 million tournament, and that's just not us. So let's get stupid! Start off with either boots or Windlace. It really all depends on how balls to the wall you like going. With boots, you can afford tangos in 2 branches. With Windlace, you can spring for more regen and maybe an orb of venom. Told you, stupid, but the good sort. I mean, unless we're straight up not against any enemy on our lane, you don't need any damage at all, because you can constantly just spam Link with Boots and Orb of Venom, constantly making sure that you're getting 56 bonus damage and taking 56 away from them. And while you're at it, why don't you just run him down and kill him right then and there? Boots are always phased. With just Windlace phase and current, you're at like 490 move speed. That's even faster than the Mercedes, wow! But if that's too vanilla for you, how about we add on a fucking Mask of Madness? Now we have a near constant haste rune, lifesteal for farming, and a crippling 100 attack speed. Considering we're getting a free 200 damage if we're playing right, the best way to make use of that would be exorbitant amounts of attack speed, that or armor reduction, but we're getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we? Our most spammable spell is 14 seconds. We're in front, we've cast our Q, Eye of the Storm's already up and hitting everyone, Static Link is connected, we've got all of our spells on cooldown, and we've built to be durable after Mask of Madness. Mask of Madness completes the package, you know? After that point, all we really need is sustain and tankiness. We don't need the Hurricane Pikes and SNYs of yesteryear, the Boots of Travels of TIs long past. My personal favorite build is to go into Heaven's Halberd and Shivers or Skadi or something, completely swerve away from that typical carry build and end up truly being this big beefy tank. I mean, I haven't fully been able to work in Radiance, but like it's in the vein of that sort of build, so if you can further this idea along, somehow work on a Radiance. I want to round out the build with a few words. Razor is considered a boring hero. I thought he was a boring hero. I said he was a boring hero at the start of this video. I still think he's boring playing the usual way, but the thing is that the boring way to play wins people massive amounts of prize money. That's why people don't play Pudges or anything in pro games. They play, you know, reliable heroes that actually can consistently win. It sort of sucks from a spectator's point of view, right? But I'm not really in the business of winning TI. Neither are you, I don't think. I mean, you can't all be. You can all try. It'd be really entertaining, but Dota's a game that I've played for 7 years. I've made friends and lost friends through it. Maybe I'm just turning into an 80-year-old man in a 20-something-year-old's body, but I'm just sort of tired of this constant drive to win over anything else, including my own health and my friends' opinions of me. This guide is fun. It might win you a game. It might not. But that's not what this video is for. I want you to enjoy Dota. I hope this guide helps that. Hi there. This episode was brought to you by Fuxia Fucking Luxley, Freekill, Chris, 1996, Gore Rocker, The Adam Sandler Attack Crab, Elahu Dankbar, Lucas Kukone, Michael Robb, Mr. Revolut, Post, Shadow Sweetheart, Jeff Miller, Ashen Rabbit, Kim Nelson, Haha, I saw these guides a whole day ago, I'm Pickle Rick, KKK, oh no, that one guy who jungles Tinker and everybody else, Mr. Magic aka The Tones, Kaiser Wilhelm, Hubert motherfucking Cummerdale, Raphael Silva, Frieda Blondor, Shiva's Guard, and don't worry, it's a male nipple so it's okay, Red, English Breakfast Tea, Digital Dark, Pro S, Shandor Chabar, Orange Filter Sky, Procrastination Studios, Leonard, Yabis McGee, Soranok, Jolly Jew Giant, Carbon Bond, XD, Christian Rudder, Milocott, Average Soul, Scar, Apache Mari wearing a headwear neckwear nicknamed as Hatcrafter, Rudger Mafleur, Hi, I'm Eric and I'm a filthy fucking slag first. Oh. Haha. Jimbal, the Son of God, Tsunami Shadow, Punith P, Rhett Mitchell, Exato, Whimsy Shire Magic, Wagwan Pifting, What's Your BBM Pin, Grumman, Emmy Dazalone, Kig Gizzard, and the Shady Wizard. Zeno Penumbra, Sleepers for the Week, Herpa Derpa Dooda Derp, Swaggity Booty Beep Boop D, Tugs McBoat, Slap a Leg of Lamb on the side for it, Redalus, Kerrison, 15, and the rest.